Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome again to Microsoft Zero to Hero live session. Another session, another cool session at Microsoft Zero to Hero. And basically, this session is part of our exclusive calendar of MS Build. And this is Saidal hosting another session at Microsoft Zero to Hero. I'm so happy that I'm here again, and we are going to have another speaker with interesting topic around the serverless environment and serverless services on Azure. So I don't want to waste too much of time. Let me bring up my presentation here. So as you can see, Harsha is our speaker today, and we are going to learn more about building, deploying serverless web applications and with Azure and Azure Static Web Apps. As usual, we have a slide about Microsoft Learn. So the Microsoft Learn community is your gateway to the world of learning opportunities. So it's a place where learners like you can connect, engage, and grow together. So whether you are a beginner or an expert, there is a good place for you to learn and share with the others. And also picture this: you are on a journey of to empower your learning, and Microsoft Learn community is your trusted companion. So here you have the power to choose a learning adventure, and also it's part of the latest updates to engaging conversations. It's all happening on the Microsoft Learn Hub and the community hubs. Also, there is more. So we are not just we are not just talking about passive learning here. Of course, no. With Microsoft Learn community, you get to roll up yourselves and deep dive into topics, and doesn't matter if you want to go through some specific part or you want to learn more general aspects of the technology. So by joining all of the learning rooms that we have at Microsoft Learn, and specific one, Microsoft Zero to Hero, basically it's a great place that you can learn about Microsoft technology. So I think it's your virtual classroom where you can ask your question, share your insight, and grow your skills. So it's a global virtual class for you. If you want to join that, aka.ms/Microsoft Learn community, you can learn more about Microsoft community learning rooms. And also aka.ms/join Zero to Hero is the short links that you can fill it out the form, and then after that you can be able to join. As you know, we are very close to MS Build. So for those that don't know about MS Build, so Microsoft Build event, it's a kind of ultimate gathering for developers, innovators, and tech enthusiasts. It's where the future of technology comes to life through inspiring keynotes, interactive sessions, hands-on workshop. So at Build, attendees not only get a sneaky peek into the latest advancement in Microsoft technologies, but also have opportunity to connect with industrial expert and flow developers from around the globe. So make sure that you don't miss that. You have two options if you are able to join to in-person sessions in Seattle, or if you want to join to some online sessions. So 21st to 23rd of May, this is the time that you need to book on your calendar. And of course, the last slide, which is our code of conduct. So we expected that you be aware of others, be friendly and patient, be welcoming and respectful, be open to all questions and viewpoints, be understanding of differences, and also be kind and considerate to others. With that said, I'm going to bring my friend Harsha to the stage. So, hello, Harsha. Can you hear us? I think you are muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello, Harsha. Welcome to Microsoft Zero to Hero.
This opportunity. Really looking forward to the session.
Perfect. So I don't want to waste too much of your times, guys. So I'm going to add screen of Harsha. So Harsha, the stage is yours, and you are welcome to share about this interesting topic. So good luck, man.
Thank you. What is the topic for today? It's about how you can build and deploy your website using a serverless application in Azure Static Web Apps or Microsoft Azure, as you can say. But before that, have you ever thought like what is actually Microsoft Azure or what is cloud computing? We all will explore that today. Who a little bit about me? I'm an SD and product management intern at Unstop. MLSA Gold, GitHub Campus Expert, and 6 certified AI engineer and data scientist. I'm also Google Cloud Digital Leader certified and founder of Devolved. In case you wish to connect with me, you can just scan this QR code and we can connect over LinkedIn or Twitter. Or you can shoot me any question if you have regarding Microsoft Azure technologies or any resources that you might need to learn from Microsoft Learn. That's a great place. Sorry. Now, what will be the event workflow for today? We'll be learning about what is actually cloud computing, the most hyped term right now. What does the future of cloud computing holds? Next, what is Azure Static Web Apps? The session on which today's complete topic is based upon. And then have a short hands-on session to learn that how you can actually use Azure Static Web App to deploy your own website for free. And finally, a Q&A session. So let's begin. Before we begin, first $200 credit. So make sure that you use this opportunity to get yours. And how you can get that? Just scan this QR code, which you can see on the screen. It's a QR code of GitHub's Renewal Pack. And once you scan it, you will be redirected to a page where you need to verify that you are a student and you can get $100 free credit in your Azure account without any credit card. Yes, without any credit card, that's the biggest hassle you all face. So please go ahead, use Azure, and in case you face any difficulty, go to Microsoft Learn and you will get all the resources that you need. Now, what is actually cloud computing? Is it those clouds that we see out there who are working as computers? Or is it something else? As you can see in the GIF, it's a cat which is coming, like, take the technical term. It's like cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet to offer faster innovation, which is flexible, resources, and economics of scale. Now, let's break it. It's like delivering the computing services over the internet. So, computing services can be many things out there. It can be your virtual machines, your AI services that you use, text translation, the current Samsung Galaxy A22, which includes like removal of the picture or something like editing, which is happening at cloud processing, anything of that sort, which can help you get faster innovation, flexible resources, flexibility of resources, and economy of scale. You can get it on lease, and the pricing model is pay as you go. You might say, okay, but doesn't it sound so technical? Like, okay, I still get it that okay, it's delivering me computing resources over the internet, but how? Like, let's understand with an example. Sorry. So, how many of you out there are actually late comer, like a person who's always late? Mm, I am one, in case you aren't. So just imagine that it's me and it's my friend's birthday, and he or she has kept a theme party. And for that theme party, I need a particular type of cloth. But I'm in a hurry. What should I do? How should I get the cloth? Either should I go to the shop, purchase the complete set, bring it, wear it, and then go back to maybe use it for the party, and then again come back and just keep it. So now I need to maintain that particular cloth. I also need to like just use it somewhere else, even though I don't like it. Or even after like 5 years when it has turned old, I still have to use it because I have purchased it. But what's the other option? Is there any other option? Yes, there is one. You can go to a rental store. So what you do is go to a rental store, get ready, get your clothes, and then when your work is done, like your party is over, you go back and return the clothes back to the store, and you are charged based on the time you have used it. Now, this is what you get. First of all, you don't have to maintain it for future. Second thing, it's cost effective. It reduces your cost. Third, you get updates, like you get things which are fresh and new and the latest in the market with the trends itself. So you don't have to just use your old clothes again and again just because you haven't. You can get the latest trends. Now that's so much better, right? Similarly, cloud computing is the rental store which gives you those services. How? Suppose there's an organization who needs a particular resource. What they do is they contact the cloud service providers. Now it can be Azure, AWS, GCP. They contact them, they get the IT infrastructure, they use it based on the time they have used it, they are built. And that's it. This is what cloud computing is. Cloud computing is where different resources and services are delivered through the internet. And it's just that you don't have to think a lot about it. It's just that you need something, you contact the cloud service providers like Microsoft Azure, and they deliver it to you through the internet. Now, what are the benefits of it? It gives you flexible availability of resources. So, whenever you need something new or whenever you need anything out there, you get it at your fingertips. You don't have to search around. It helps you get faster innovation. So, suppose you are coming up with an idea or your team comes up with an idea that they want to build something, they can just directly go there, type in that okay, this is what I need to build, and these are the resources that I'll be needing. Instead of just waiting for it, that how should I get it, how should I actually like invest so much amount, and get ready for innovating. It also helps you get enhanced security. So cloud service providers looks into the security part of it. So the cloud service providers looks into the IAM policies, different things that you need. So you don't have to worry about it. It also helps you scale and economy your business. So based on the demand, you can scale it because now you don't have to keep the infrastructure on premise and worry about it, and lowers your cost, which is absolutely true. Now you might say, okay, but is there anything more I need to know about before using cloud computing? Yes, just one last thing. There are different models of cloud services. So, like as you can see from the table, the on-premises includes all the things managed by you. But there is one thing known as IaaS, which includes virtual machines, where the hardware and networking is taken care by you, while the OS and the software, OS and the software is taken care by you, while the server, storage, networking, everything that is part of hardware and networking is taken care by them. So you don't have to worry about it. Next comes platform as a service, something that we are going to use today in our session, Azure Static Web App, where you just have to take care of the application and its deployment. Rest, what will be the runtime, what will the OS, what will be the server that would be required, how would the networking work. Everything is taken care by the cloud service provider. And the final one is what we are using right now, Streamlit, Teams, to do any app. All of them, everything is taken care by the cloud service provider and you just use it. So these are the three different models that you should know about. Now, next up, what is Microsoft Azure? So Microsoft Azure is one of these cloud service providers which gives you tons of resources as you can see from the picture. It gives you security, storage, server, upload, download, images, storage, AI services, anything that you can imagine of. Uh, it also gives you like blockchain, blockchain services, database security services, networking services, anything that's there in your mind. But you might say, okay, how does the Azure portal look like, and how can I navigate through those resources? So let's explore. Now we are coming towards the hands-on demo part. So let me go to the new tab and let's type portal.azure is an active Azure subscription, which you can get if you're a student from the QR code that I showed you previously, or directly from the like the script itself. Like you can go to the Azure portal, get your credit card, and you will get 30 days free trial, which you can use as a professional. So just portal.azure.com is the link which takes you to the Azure portal. So the Azure portal is, and this is how the Azure portal looks like. I personally love its UI. There's one more feature which I personally love the most, which is Copilot, which you can use in case you don't know anything. and you just want to use it. Now, as you can see, you can just click on create a resource and it will take you to tons of resources that's there out in Azure portal. It's loading, just give it a second. And it will take you to a bunch of resources. So you can just go to categories option, which is provided in the left hand side of the screen, to find out. See, it has AI plus machine learning, analytics, blockchain, compute, container, database, developer tools, DevOps, and many more out there. You can just choose the one that's needed by you. And there's popular Azure services, marketplace. It has partners with Red Hat, Ubuntu, MongoDB, and many more, through which you can get the best services out there. So let's go to marketplace to navigate through that. So this is how the Azure portal looks like, and this is how you can navigate through it. We will be using Azure Static Web Apps today. So first of all, let's learn what is Azure Static Web App. So let's so now we got what is Microsoft Azure, but what is Azure Static Web App? So Azure Static Web App is another service of Azure. In fact, it's a service under Azure App Service. Now you might say, okay, what is Azure App Service? So Azure App Service is a service provided by Azure through which you can deploy your applications. Got it? So it's like, suppose you want to deploy a Android application. Suppose you want to deploy a complete React website, or you want to just deploy a complete full stack application that's in some language like Gatsby, Hugo. What you can use is Azure App Service and it will help you deploy it. But what is Azure Static Web App then? Azure Static Web App is a smaller, or you can say a subset of Azure App Service, which uses Azure Static applications to deploy them. Sorry. So what you can do is use Azure Static Web App to deploy any application that's static. Now, what do I mean by static? Static means it does not change its content dynamically. Now, why should I use Azure Static Web App? There are platforms like Netlify, other platforms like. Then why should I go for Azure? So let me tell you, it helps you get your source code to global availability. So there's a source code that you have built, and you just want to deploy it instantly. Now, in case of Netlify or other things, you need to get to work, and then a lot of things like you need to configure it and a lot of stuff out there which you need to do, and then it will get deployed. But again, you need the pro version to make some settings. But in this case, whenever you have the code, you have GitHub Actions or Azure DevOps pipeline behind you to support you. And it automatically helps you get the latest content, push it to Azure Static Web App, and show it. Now, is this the only thing? Why should I go for Azure? Not actually. It's more to it. So what you get is APIs. Now, what is an API? API are short functions that you can add to your static web app. So what you can do is, suppose you want to just measure how many users are coming, or You just want a particular button click option, like something that works on Azure functions. You can add it using Azure Static Web App without any hassle or without any extra effort, and even monitor it, which obviously I'm sure Heroku or Netlify doesn't give it to you. Now, what is that API that I'm talking about? It's like suppose you have something that's working in the backend to get you or fetch you something that you need, or you have created your own custom API, or let's say you're using text translator, which is supported, which is given by Azure, or you're using Azure Custom Vision, something similar on those grounds. You can use Azure Static Web App to monitor them separately using Azure functions by building a short function around them and then get it monitored. Now, okay, I got one benefit that is more than Heroku and Netlify and other websites, but what are more? So it helps you put your static content and images closer to your users by globally distributing it. As you know, Azure centers are distributed worldwide. So using that, it helps you distributed web hosting, which allows user to get the content with a smallest latency. Next up, you have integrated API support provided by Azure Functions. First class GitHub and Azure DevOps integration to help your repository change, trigger, build, and deployment automatically whenever you make any. Second last, free SSL certificates. So you get free SSL certificates that is important for your security of your website, that gives the title of HTTPS, that helps you get encryption, and those are automatically renewed. That's the best part, which I liked personally. And unique preview URLs for previewing the pull request before merging it so that you don't break the website whenever you are merging some contributors uh, solution or anything else. Now, okay, a lot of theory. Can you show me a demo? Can you demonstrate it? Let's do it. So let's come up to the demonstration part. So here's my VS Code, and I've created a small website. So let's say this is resources. Now, what are those resources? You need to check it out. It contains resources which you can use to navigate through your website of Microsoft Learn and get the resources at an instant. So it contains cheat sheet which you can use to actually learn a particular. Now this is the website which you can see on the screen. Now you might say, okay, you can click on this "We are waiting" button, and you'll be redirected to tons of resources that's out there. Sorry. I will just have a look at it. But yes, you can use this resource sheet to navigate through the resources. Okay, it's working right now. So it helps you get all these resources of Git cheat sheet, Azure Static Web App, Web3 Azure resource sheet. So GitHub Copilot, Git and GitHub deploy half different cloud skill challenge of AI, data service, and many more. So yes, we'll be deploying this website today so that you all can also use it. And style automation so let's say I want to do that. So there's a very small step. Go to extensions, Azure, that. Just Azure static would install. You will get this icon when it's successfully installed. Now, this icon is the extension, and then you can just after you've signed in, you will get it out here. The resource that sorry, the subscription that you have, which on clicking it will show you all the resources that your account contains. Now, okay, but still, how can I deploy my static web app? So there is one condition to deploying a static web app is first you need to host it on GitHub. Now, how you can check whether it's there on GitHub or not, like whether it's connected to whether this particular folder is connected to a GitHub repository or not. So you can go to new terminal, and when you go to a new terminal, it will uh, like you can just type in your commands out there as you do in your command prompt, and out there you will just need to type hyphen one line to get the logs out there. Okay, just a small spelling mistake. So if it says there's something known as origin and main, that means it has a remote repository in GitHub or somewhere else. But yeah, we just need a remote repository in GitHub so that it works. Now, what should I do? Just open it in VS Code, go to your Azure, and click on this plus icon. Then click on create static web app. It'll first ask you for a name for the static web app. So I'm just giving it 0 to hero. It will ask you to choose a region. So let's choose Central US for now. Preset. So as you can see, it has a lot of options out there. Even you, if you want, you can use custom, but in our case, it's HTML. So I'm just choosing HTML. Next up, the location of your application code. Now, let's see you're using React. So in case of React, the application code is in app folder. So you just need to type /app. But in our case, it's in a root repository. So I'm just putting it /. Location of your build folder. So let's say you're building a React app. So you just type npm run build and it creates a build folder. So you type app/build or the location of where the build folder is. Similarly, I will type in /o because we don't have a build folder. So let's just keep it blank and press enter. So when you press enter, it creates a static web app. It first of all creates a resource group. So what is a resource group? Resource group is something where all your resources are grouped for better better and networking purposes, and then it creates static web app in that particular resource group, get the particular content, and then if I click on open actions in GitHub, what it will do is it will go to my actions tab and run an action out there to deploy the website. But you might say, how did it run automatically? So here's the code. So if I just go to the code, might create a commit flows file that will it will pull that particular thing that's out there. And now if I that you can see. So if GitHub event.push or pull request and it's closed, then it will run a built-in deploy job, else it will just run it with a secret GitHub token and initial static web app token. The API location, everything is given out there. So in case it changes, you can change it out there. If there's anything you want to add more, you can do it. So this is how the YML file is added, and this is our actions page. So it's completed. Now our website has been hosted. How you can check the website, that is it hosted and what is the link of the website so that you can access it. You can go to your Azure portal, go to resource groups, or maybe just type static web app. Well, let's just go to resource groups so that you understand what is the concept of resource groups. And then you must see out here that there should be, yes, a resource group named 0 to hero. So there's a resource group named 0 to hero, which has been created for our current purpose of deploying a static web app. It has a static web app out here, which is named 0 to hero. So this is a service, and therefore it will be treated under a service option of cloud. It's a platform as a service because it gives you as a platform to deploy a website. And everything else like the runtime, OS, middleware, server, storage, networking is taken care by the cloud service provider. Okay, it's loading maybe. Yes, so this is the Azure Static Web App, which has been deployed. It's named Zero to Hero, just dedicated to the session. Now, as you can see, there are different settings out there which you can make. Like you can just check the metrics, export this template for automation. Like if you want to continuously deploy this particular application, and you want it to be automated, you can use export template. In case you want to have some private endpoints added to this particular website so that only A few people can use it. You can use private endpoints. You can use enterprise grade edge for better accessibility. It's just loading the right hand side of it. Sorry for the network issue. Till the time it's loading, let's check out. So currently we are running on a free tier. Now, what is a free tier? Free tier has most of the things out there which I talked about. It's just that in case you want to deploy a bigger application or an application that requires much, you can use Azure paid plans, which is again cost very less compared to other service providers. So this is the plan, which is costing around 748.75 INR per app per month. It has a bandwidth coverage and custom domain of up to 5. Next, you have role management. In case you want to have role management, you can add APIs, as I mentioned, Azure functions. Environment variables can be added out here, and in case you want to give an overview of the complete application, you can go to the overview of page to get everything up there. So as you can see,
Okay, I think we lost connection with Harsha. As I mentioned before, he had some difficulty with his connection, so we can wait for like 2 3 minutes 5 minutes to make sure if he can back to the stage or not. So sorry for this disruption, and hope he can join us very fast. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, please send your question to the chat, and we are here to answer. So yeah. Okay, you're back, Harsha.
hello, Sahil. Sorry, I don't know when
Yeah,
I
yeah,
left.
no worries. No worries. Please share your screen, and then you can continue your presentation.
Moment I left. Could you please just guide me at what time I left? Like, what was the last thing I talked about?
I think you were talking about how show people to check the application with the overview after you created that. You were in the demo part.
Okay, so yeah, thank you. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So let me just present my screen.
Yes, please. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Good luck with your last 15 minutes.
Yep. Sorry for the sudden break. Okay. I'm just quickly recapping. So first of all, we saw like okay, this was how the website looked. Then we saw the extensions tab where you can go to Azure Static Web App, type in, and then click on install to get it installed in your VS Code. Once it's done, what you can do is type in get your whole code deployed on GitHub so that you can have GitHub Actions working in the backend automatically with your Azure Static Web Apps. And once you click on install, you'll be getting this Azure option. Now, how to deploy it? How to deploy the website is pretty simple. Just click on this plus icon, click on create static web app, and it will ask a few questions which you just need to answer again. And after that, it will get deployed. Is it so simple? Yes, it is. But how does it work? Which you can use to which automatically hasn't built for your purpose to build and deploy the whole thing. It will build and deploy job which will include your repo token and Azure Web API token. Similarly, if you just go to GitHub, let's go back to GitHub. So this is what the Azure Static Web App will look like after it's been deployed. But before coming to this, let's go to the GitHub Actions. So this is how the GitHub Actions of your particular remote repository would look like. And a green tick would symbolize that it has been built and deployed successfully. Now let's click out on this and check how is it working, what are the different runs that has been working in the backend, and what has been the error in case you face an error in running the job. Now it says succeed, but in case it doesn't, it will show you the error. Now this is the Azure static web app which we have built. You can get the URL of your website from here. The subscription ID, the location, the SKU is free. You can change the SKU in case you face an error in running the job. You can change the hosting plan by putting the hosting plan option. So when you go to the hosting plan option, you can just get the hosting plan now, which is free, and it includes almost all the things that you are needing for deploying a project that is built for a personal hobby. But in case you're using it for business, you can just upgrade your plan, which costs 748 per month. And this is the website that you can use. Like now it's available through this link. So let me just paste it out there. So you can use this link to access the resource. Now, this was all. This was all, like everything that you can use about Azure Static Web App, and this is how you can actually make the complete use of it. And it's pretty simple, right? You just use the VS Code, and now whenever you make any changes in your application, you can just use this particular method. Pretty cool. Let's check it out. So we got a hands-on demonstration of the complete Azure Static Web App. We also got to learn what are its benefit and how should we use it to build our innovation. Next up, what's left? So we are left with the things that I told you that we need to work for. Is the details that you have to put in your application. So you created your repository, you run your app, you browse to your app, and whenever you make any changes, it gets deployed using GitHub Actions. But how is it actually things that are required? So first thing required is the application. So you need the location of the source code of your web app. That's the most important. It's a required option, and in case it's a React app, you need to enter slash app. In case it's a Next.js app, you just need to enter the index.js file location and similar and so forth. Next, for app build output location, it's like, for example, build or dist when you run npm run build. It's not required, but in case you have it, please do add it. API location, in case you have any APIs that you're using, just keep it and you can move forward. Next up, here are a few resources which you can get of how to deploy your website to Azure, how to connect your IoT devices to cognitive services, and how to create machine learning models, and many, many more. You can just scan this QR code to get them. You can share your feedback, and really sorry once again for all the network issues. I will be having a look at it, and we'll keep it in mind from next time. And please do share your feedback so that I can improve myself and make it much better from next time. Thanks a lot for attending, and thanks to Azure Zero to Hero to give me this opportunity, and Sahid for just giving me this opportunity, and also not canceling the session even though there was so much of network issues. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Harsha. Even with this connectivity issue and some interruption, still you have done really good job. And I believe if you had a better connection, you would be able to go through more demo and basically the part that I liked about your presentation, it was you started from the beginning part about serverless and also Azure web static apps, which is really great. And then you continue to how you can build a static web app with a very simple steps. So yeah, thank you so much that you were in the stage of Microsoft Zero to Hero, and hope to see you again in this stage. For people that they are watching us, if you have any question, Harsha is here to answer your questions. So please shoot out your questions to the comments. So we are here to answer. Okay, I guess there is no more question. Again, thank you so much, Harsha, and hope to see you again in the Microsoft Zero to Hero stage. For people that they are following us, don't miss our next session on Saturday. We have a very cool topic about PowerShell and also Graph API, which is really interesting if you are into learn more about PowerShell, it's a great opportunity. So make sure that you already registered for that session as well. With that said, hope you a great morning, evening, afternoon, whenever word of you are living. So see you in the next session. Take care.